lot of madness going on there. Wow. Yeah. So what's going on, everybody? It's Tuesday morning. It's Tuesday all day, and just take like a quick look at what I learned yesterday with the drum sampler inside the OPXY. The drum sampler is so similar to the sampler we did yesterday, right? The difference today is like, let's see. The difference today is going to be like, I'm going to show you an example of a kit I made from the kitchen in my house, right? And then we're going to talk about how I did it, and that way you're familiar with just like a quick concept. Now, the idea was, could I bang on so that's all the stuff in my kitchen, right? So the drum sampler allows you to put a sample on each pad, for better or worse of a term. We're going to pick track number 2, and I'm going to play a device right next to the speaker so that we could steal sounds and make like a really crappy sounding drum kit. So how we do that is basically have some kind of machine near the microphone or whatever you're going to press. You're going to do shift number 1, and then you're going to pick drum. And usually if you go off of it and then come back and load it, it's blank. So there's no samples. So again, I did shift 1. I just moved the preset away from drum, and then I went back to drum so that nothing is loaded. And then the first pad, you touch the sample section, right? And then basically from here, you could record a sound, right? I think you could also do shift here, and you could pull a sound and lay it on there. Now, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to take a sample from over here. So you can see it's almost making that threshold. And I can just set it a little bit closer. So, yeah, so like we want a sample, hit record. It's pretty much that easy. So there's the sample we took, and then you go to the sample itself by pushing the engine, and then you trim it. So you go to the beginning of the sound, and then I make it a little bit more gain. So that was like the easiest way to take like a sample, right? So now let's take another one. I got a kick drum right here, right? And I'm gonna push the drum I want. I'm gonna hit sample, make sure it exceeds. Right, super easy. And now we're gonna go to that kick drum, just edit up to it. I'm going to make it have some more gain. So I always suggest doing it from stuff in the room because it makes a better sound. So like, got like a finger snap. Oh, didn't like that. Oh, there we go. Okay, go to the drum. Go to the start point, and the next one's finger snap. A little bit louder. Now I'm going to do like a hand clap right here. Like that. Wait, how am I going to clap and hold that down at the same time? Not going to happen. So let's make a sound. I made a bad little clock sound here, like knock sound. That was just my mouth. Pretty cool, right? Anywhere is a sample. I mean, it's up to you to make it, right? So you pick your next sample. Now we're just doing drum samples. So again, you pick the place you want to put the sound. You hit the microphone, and it's basically ready to record. So I'm just gonna go ch ch. Ready? So it's gonna be ch. All right. So now if you go here, you can see the sample I took, and I go to the beginning of it. So you want to go to the start point, and then you can make it a little louder. So I'm making my own little kit right now. Do you see that? I want a snare drum for there. I'm going to try to steal one of these ones. So we're going to say sample. Yep, and there's my snare drum. So again, it's really easy. I mean, you basically just find all the samples you want and just get ready to take them. I'm going to raise that volume. So it's kind of crazy. Like you start kind of working on the samples, and you see where this is going. If they need to be a little punchier, I just raise them. And you can pitch them down, like if they're too. Right? And you can use effects too. Like we could overdrive them, we could distort them. But you're seeing when you go to like a blank, it's ready. There's nothing there. And then you just go over to here. And then it's like, there's a red button to hit record. You got your meter, you got a threshold, you got a couple things. You can select the input. You can change like the threshold of the recording and how loud the decibel input is. I think one of them, that's like the input level. That's the threshold to take the sample. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's really fun because I've just been kind of taking random samples, you know, of stuff around me. So let's see if I got... Yeah, let's see. Can we do this one? So this is me just sampling the OP field, right? And I don't want it to loop like that. There's a way you can get these samples to loop, which we don't want, because then when you hold it down, it just keeps... There it is. It's up here in the corner. It's like the playback mode. And if the pitch is a little too high... Same with this one. It's so crazy. I didn't do that one. Let's pick another one. Oh, I like that one. Pick that, hit record, hit it down. Yeah, there's my sound. Go edit where it's at. Because it's super late, you know what I mean? You can see how much audio is in front of it. I mean, it's super easy, right? Everybody saw that. So the idea that you're just going to take single cycle samples, that was all I wanted to show real quick. The ability to where you put it on a pad, you do shift 1, you pick drum. Then when you have a blank, you go up here, you see your recording, you pick the microphone if that's what you're going to use or the input. This is just like a really lo-fi kit. And then when you're ready, you hit that button, make your sound, go to the engine, and now you're going to trim. So it's the second one. So I go all the way to the end. It's weird because I think I don't know, sometimes it takes a sample right. You know? There it is. Sometimes I think I overmodulate the sound and it makes it just like distort. Though I'm into finger snaps and stuff. Knuckles cracking. And filters on stuff too is kind of where this wins, right? Because that's my drum kit in the house, right? So if I'm gonna make a beat with like my stuff now. Let's see what it sounds like. Sorry. So this is all my drums. I love doing dumb stuff like this. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So even my sample drums don't sound bad, right? So real quick look, drum sampler, those were all my original drum sounds, so that was actually me from the drum kit that I just made. It's kind of weird because it's everything in my kitchen. I literally walked around just banging on everything. That one turned out pretty awesome. And then my drum kit, those are my toms, and then my kick, my actual snare. So the drum sampler allows you to lay samples, and then the one I did today, the finger snapping was a good one too. But you just touch a spot, hit the button, hit record, lay your sample. And you can do it like, so there's the sound. And then you trim it like I said. And that's like how long the sound is. And then you can make the volume of it as well. Oh, sorry, you go to the volume. Kind of get it. Where did I take that? So it's super easy, you know. When you're done with your work, hold your button down, hit save, name your kit. And that's basically the drum sampler. So it's just yeah, that was just kind of like maybe the quick idea on how this all works out. From there, you know, I just wanted today to be super easy. I got to go do work, but I wanted to show everybody how to throw like one sample on a pad. Yeah, if you want more help, let me know. OPXY, drum sampler, little tutorial on just like sampler walkthrough and each individual sample on a pad. And then just make sure you save your work. All right, everybody, have a great day.